Dinka people. Dinka, also called Jung, people who live in the savanna country surrounding the central swamps of the Nile Basin, primarily in South Sudan. They speak a Nilotic language classified within the Eastern Sudanic branch of the Nilo-Saharan languages and are closely related to the Nuer. Numbering some 4,500,000 in the early 21st century, the Dinka form many independent groups of 1,000 to 30,000 persons. Those groups are organized on a regional, linguistic, and cultural basis into clusters, of which the best known are the Agar, Aliab, Bor, Rag, Twik, Tuak, Chui, and Malyul. The Dinka are primarily transhuman pastoralists, moving their herds of cattle to riverine pastures during the dry season, December to April, and back to permanent settlements in savanna forest during the rains, when their food crops, principally millet, are grown. Each group is internally segmented into smaller political units with a high degree of autonomy. Because of the vast geographic area they occupy, the Dinka exhibit great diversity of dialect, although they value intragroup unity in the face of enemies. The Dinka ritualize the passage from boyhood to manhood through age-old ceremonies during which a number of boys of similar age undergo hardship together before abandoning forever the activity of milking cows, which had marked their status as children and servers of men. Cattle nonetheless retain a central position in daily life. During the last 2 decades of the 20th century, when South Sudan was still part of Sudan, the Dinka's traditional way of life was seriously threatened by the Khartoum-based government's attempt to impose Islamic law on the non-Muslim South. The resulting civil war in Sudan pitted Arab militias against their customary rivals, particularly the Dinka. Conditions worsened as the Dinka and Nuer, both southern Sudanese, also turned against each other. In 1999, however, the Boon-Lit Dinka-Nuer Covenant was signed and a ceasefire instituted between the two southern ethnic groups. The larger civil war raged on until a comprehensive peace agreement was signed in 2005.